Hello, hello.
Hello.
Good, good, good. So you guys can be heard, I can be heard, so that must mean it is Friday night, it is 7 p.m. GMT, it is time for the Xstreamed Wham Bam Poetry Slam, the improvised poetry show where we're going to make up, devise, create, maybe even share some written poems. Time will tell. I don't really know what's going to happen. But, audience, throughout the show, could you just continually give us some suggestions of words? Give us some suggestions of words, and we will use them to inspire the poems that we will devise. But first of all, let's meet the performers tonight, starting with Jared. Say hello to the people.
Hello, hello, everyone. I'm from Australia, and yeah, hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you very much, Jared. We are also joined by Jen.
Hello, everybody. Hello, world. I'm in Northampton, UK. It's great to be here.
Do you know what, Jen? I don't think I've ever made this before, but I regret then by not saying some sort of version of next gen, because that would have been a thing. Have you ever had that before?
No.
Well,
no.
you are definitely next gen. So
Yes.
Okay, Sujith, we have you. Say hello to the people.
Hello, hello. My name is Sujit, and I am from Bangalore, India, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, fantastic. We also have Antoinette joining us.
Yes, we do. I am here, and I am myself, and I am from St. Louis, Missouri, from the U.S. Yes.
Okay, now someone who may be themselves, I'm not sure. Steve, say hello to the people.
Hello, people. I will use my American accent tonight. I am pretty close to St. Louis in sunny Indiana.
Okay, and we are also joined by Adam Hughes. Say hello to the people.
Hello, lovely to be here again. My name's Adam, and I'm in southeast London.
Okay,
and I'm very excited to be back with Xstream Improv.
It is, Adam, and in fact, I'm going to tell you a quick fact here, and this is a fact especially for Adam and about Adam. Now that you have appeared on this show tonight, here today, in 2021, it means you have actually broken a record with Xstream Improv. That you have performed with us in the years 2017, 18, 19, 20 and 21, and you are the only person to have done that. So
5 years of Xstream Improv. Oh my gosh, now that is amazing,
so
thank you.
The 5th consecutive year that you have made appearances, so well done there, Adam. You're the first one to have broken it. There's several others, but you're the first one to have made it this far, because obviously there was only a few that could have achieved it going back to 2017, because we only did like 5 shows. But
I've still got the picture from the very first show. Actually, I've got that somewhere. I need to find it. Yeah, I'll definitely. Yeah, it's right on the side.
Oh, it's just here. Right, okay, I'll find it. So, anyway, we are going to make up some improvised poems. We'll have some chances for some devised poems. And let's see, we've got some comments. And hello, and hello from this Steve, says Steve Kropnik on YouTube. And Arushi says, hello, everyone. So we've got lots of things coming in. Now, I'm just going to see, audience, earlier, I asked for some suggestions of words and phrases to inspire some poetry that we will be making up for you. Now, what I will say, just as a couple of ground rules, is because this is just a 45-minute targeted show here, we won't have ages and ages, so unless we particularly say otherwise, assume each poem is probably a minute, 2 minutes, and you know, we can, I don't want to cut people off midway, but you know, don't get lost in the words just yet. So the opening theme that we are going to have is the sea. The sea. Now, with the theme being the sea, I am going to get a couple of our performers to do something based around the sea, and then we'll go to a different subject. So, Jared, I will come to you first, and I will ask you to come up with a short poem for us, just to wet our whistle, based on the sea. You can use any style you wish. Take it away.
The sea, majestic, flowing like the sea. Tranquility is what the sea will bring to you, and peace is what the sea can give. Being on a boat is what one does on the sea. And on the sea is where a boatman lives. The ocean waves will rock us to and forth. And as we go... I completely lost that.
Hey, well done, well done.
Oh,
excellent,
goodness me.
excellent, excellent.
Poetry's
Now,
not my strong suit.
since we started you off on the sea, I thought it was only fair to throw you in the deep end. But
Absolutely, oh my lord.
But the way this is going to work is I'm going to take something that I'm inspired by from that, which will still keep it within the realms of the sea, but give the title of the next poem. And for Jen, you have The Boatman. So your theme is The Boatman. So in this sense, as our audience can see, we know that we're sticking to sea themes. But as we go around everyone, they'll have had perhaps a little bit more thinking time, but they'll still be given something specific to work with. So Jen, you have the theme of The Boatman, and take it away.
Do you hear the boatman's call? I can't hear it, not at all. He's out far away, across the land, across the land, across the sand. There he is, the boatman. Or is it the boatman on the river, taking you to death with a shiver, holding his stick and looking you deadly, taking you down and to the ground? The boatman's call, it comes at once. Nobody knows when, nobody knows where, nobody knows, but when it's there, you will hear the boatman. The boatman calls whenever he cares.
Oh, well done there, Jen. Well done. Well done. So, from that, I am going to take the theme of a stick. Still within the realms of the sea, but we're going to have a stick. And if I can come to Steve, you have a stick, and the time is now yours. Take it away.
The stick, once connected to the tree, broken, fallen, cut in half. On the ground you will find the stick. The stick is used as a weapon of choice. The stick is used in place of my voice. The stick is there. But where will I be without my stick?
Oh, thank you very much there, Steve. So, with this, so we've got a tree, and obviously bringing it back to the sea level, I am going to say that obviously trees, lumber, wood. Let's have some sort of theme around building a ship. Building a ship, and we will come to Antoinette. Antoinette, your theme is building the ship, and over to you. Take it away.
This ship we shall build. We shall build this ship to the sky. To the sky it shall rise high and high and high and high and high until the ship is not a ship anymore. And then we shall go out of the door and leave the ship, because the ship is no more and has turned into a piece of shit.
Okay, thank you very much there, Antoinette. Thank you very much. Love the ending there. Love the ending. I will not choose a piece of shit as the next link. But what I will choose
that
for
was bad.
Sergith, I will give you from the theme of the sky, clouds, rain. Interpret it as you will. Still relating to the sea, and take it away.
High above the waves, the clouds broke. They were dark and ominous. This lovely ball of cotton moving across the raging sea. And as it moved across the sea, it gained the pace of the sea. it moved with the waves to and fro, to and fro. And as it moved, it picked the pace of the wave that flows. As the clouds gathered together, it became darker and darker and darker. And once these clouds, oh so dark, filled up with tears of the sea, the waves, and the people that died in it, as the clouds broke and they began to cry, the sun parted and everyone had died.
Oh, thank you very much there. Wow, I'm not even sure what to pull out of that one. How about we had a lot of waves in there, but I feel like we covered the waves. So I suppose since we didn't go with the waves, we'll go with the graves. So, Adam, the graves, I interpret it to the sea as you will, and in your own time, take it away.
The ship did sail across the great sea until it got hit by a great wave and sank. The people adrift throughout the ocean found their graves within the water. They sunk, they fell all the way down, and found their watery graves deep, deep, deep down in the ocean. There they lay with all the fish. There they lay with the broken and wrecked ship. And that was that for those poor souls, for they are now with the sea.
Okay, thank you very much there, Adam. So, having given myself the longest time here, I will actually ask someone else to give me some sort of thread from what Adam came up with so that I can complete this chain. Any of you guys can pull some theme from what Adam gave us for me.
Shipwreck.
Shipwreck. Okay. And here I go. As I went on an ocean trek, I found my life, my being shipwrecked. I looked across the great beyond, and it is true that I did abscond from the law. And there is something else. Yes, there is more. There is something I need to confess to the sea, to the ocean, and then I can find that I will find that within the great waves, that yes, I did abscond and they're in their graves. But the guilt that now washes over me, that rains down upon, that looks upon the heavens above, down onto my being, I look in my reflection and what I am seeing is a changed man. Someone who is changed, someone who is different, someone who has a plan. And I can say without a doubt, I will find the peace as I knock myself out. And as I fall and find the peace in the ocean, there is no grief, and I will try to make amends as I seep down and suffer the bends. And there you go. So, there we go. Wow, this is actually, do you know what? Like, they were going progressively darker there, I feel. Which is, it's going to impede, because in a little bit, we were going to have a slightly more horror-themed round. But we will get to that, So if they all end up going slightly dark, then that's perhaps the nature of poetry a little bit. But now we're going to have some quick-fire, more limericky rounds. So I will give different words to each of you, and audience, continue to give us some words. So just checking the comments, we've got amazing Sergev, says Arushi. We've just got exclamation marks from Steve. I'm not sure who's that. David Meakin says, hey, I'm new here. What's going on? This is the Wham Bam Poetry Slam, and this is the first edition. Go all improvised poets, says Arushi. So, loads of good comments coming through. But I will choose someone at random. I'm not going to keep the same order. And I'm going to choose the word bucket. And I am going to give this... So, here's how this is going to work. I'm going to give it to two of you. One of you will have a little bit of time, and we will return to this theme in a couple of minutes. We're going to start with like an improvised chain, and then we will have the ones who have had a minute to think about what they're working on. So starting us off with an improvised poem about bucket will be Steve. But then in a few minutes. Jared, I'm giving you the thinking time here on the theme of bucket. So, Steve, if you could start us off with something a bit shorter if you like, it doesn't matter. Jared, you can come up with something slightly longer if you want, but on the theme of bucket, and take it away.
There once was a man from Nantucket who collected shells in a bucket. His mother said no. He said, go, or else you'll have to suck it.
Way! Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Perfect limerick there. And you couldn't have gone for the more famous setup. So that is absolutely perfect. So next up, we will have the word. Let's choose the word that we've got. And it is going to be starving. Starving is the word that we have here. And I am going to give it to Adam as the improvised edition, and Sergith, you will have a little bit longer. I've just looked at the number of us, in fact, so we don't actually have an evening number, so we will figure out how we will deal with this in a moment. But Adam, you have got starving, and take it away.
When there's no food, there's nowhere to go. When there's no drink, and there's nowhere to go. The body decays, faster and faster. The thinness comes out, the legs can't walk, the arms can't do their work. The mind goes, everything leaves, because there is no nourishment for the body. Like the flower, the body needs nourishment, and when it is gone, there is none left.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, 1 second there, Adam. That's fantastic. Or words, just telling our audience to continue to give us some suggestions of words. So, next up, I think it's fair that I should start one. So, can someone give a word to me? Can someone give a word to me? Any of you guys?
Kipper.
Kipper? Oh, we're keeping it sea related here. Right, so I have got the word kipper, and then I guess Antoinette, you will have this later on, and then we'll figure out someone else to have a go with you, Jen. So, I have the word kipper, and here I go. So, still on the boat, I said to my skipper, look, let's fish and let's pull in a kipper. Look at this, the giant cod. Wow, I really caught it with my rod. And then I put it in the pan and I drizzled it and made a flan. And I said, this is good, man. And he said, wait a minute, that ain't a kipper. Get off the boat, said my skipper. That's what you're getting there. So, and then
That literally went full circle. It started with skipper, ended with skipper. I like it.
Do you know what? I'm going to claim that was intended. So, Antoinette, you will have a little bit longer on kipper. So, here's what we're going to do, just because we have an odd number and I'm winging it. What I'm going to say here for Jen, I'm going to choose a word for you, and you will go here, but then you will go last in the chain, and I'm going to give you the challenge of improvising something and then coming up with a completely different interpretation of it, like with a minute to think about it. The word for you this time, Jen, ooh, it's a good one. It's phoenix. It's phoenix. So, Jen, the improvised version now, please, and here you go.
Like a phoenix in the flame. I'm never going to take the blame. I'll never take the blame again. You leave me now, you are so lame. I am strong, I rise. Look me right into the eyes. I'm never going to take the blame. I'm going to burn you with my flame.
Oh, thank you very much there, Jen. Great stuff, great stuff. So, with this, Jen, you will now have a little bit of time for everyone else who have come up with their devised ones to perform them, and then once we get to the end of this, we will reverse the polarity of the neutron flow, as Doctor Who may say. But Jared, I believe you had the theme of bucket.
Yes, so I've given it a go.
Let's see what you've had a little bit longer. Still, we're not saying that this is polished, but you've had a little bit of time to think on this one. Take it away.
There is a hole in my bucket, and the water flows out. As the water flows, I wish to shout. I have a cork, so in the hole I wish to tuck it. It doesn't work. So I just said, stuff this all, I'll wear it on my head. It doesn't fit, and so I chuck it.
Okay, thank you very much there, Jared. So, excellent stuff. I really liked it. I really liked that a lot. So, with this, Sujith, you will go next. Starving, was it?
Yes, it was starving.
Okay, over to you.
Okay, so mine goes like this. It says, "Oh my, I am starving. The pangs of hunger in my stomach are carving. I feel pain, I feel disdain, my tears falling like rain. Stay strong, my poor stomach, even though I feel like barfing. I once had food, for I was a cool dude. But then, to this food, I was rude. So today, I am lewd, no longer the cool dude with no food. Hence, I am starving."
Okay, wicked stuff. Thank you very much there, Sujith. So now, okay, let's see. Antoinette, I believe you have the reverse of Kipper. Well, not the reverse of Kipper. The the one you've had a bit more. I don't know what the reverse of a Kipper would be. So, Antoinette, Kipper for you. Take it away.
Here in my hand, I have a kipper. I put it down so I can differ the way that I cook this kipper of food. So I can look at the Big Dipper at night while I'm on my patio. And then, while eating this cooked food, I shall have a nipper of wine to go with it.
Okay, thank you very much there, Antoinette. Well done, well done. So, in a moment, Jen, if you've had a little bit longer here, you will do another version of, well, another take on your subject. But first, very quickly, audience, could you give us some suggestions of characters from fiction? Characters from fiction. If we could get some of those, please, that would be great. But Jen, your theme was? I've forgotten now. Phoenix. Thank you very much. And here you go.
Wings of fire, not a funeral pyre. This is my heart's desire, my wish, my power. Phoenix blooming like a flower. I was down, I hit a crash. See me emerge from the ash. Burned wood. You didn't believe me, but I could. You didn't believe me, but I could.
Okay, very nice stuff. Thank you very much there, Jen. Excellent stuff. So now what we will do, audience, is kind of the reverse of things there. So the performers who have just had the luxury of 2 minutes to prepare will actually be going again. And they will now have to improvise something. And then the performers who were improvising something before will now have a little bit of time to figure out what they're doing with themselves. But we're not going to put Jen in the same position she was in before, so we're going to mix up the pairings. And we are going to start off this time with Sujith. And Sujith, let's find a word for you. And this time, Sujith, I will pair you with Steve. Sujith and Steve. And the theme for you is going to be improv. The theme is improv, Sujith. And here you go.
I am a guy. I laugh and I cry until I found improv. When I found improv, I began to cry when I began to laugh. And then I began to laugh when I needed to cry. It was like two wires crisscrossed on a pane. And then I saw my fellow contestant and I said, yes, and give me your hand because are you my partner? I'm going to make you look good. And that's how improv should always be.
Okay, thank you very much, Sujith. Thank you very much. So, Steve, you will have a little bit longer to come up with something based around the theme of improv. So, next up, we are going to have, I guess it will be Antoinette, and we will pair you with Jen. Antoinette and Jen. And so, Antoinette, let's find a word for you. And the word you have got to inspire something is going to be ink. It is ink. And Antoinette, here is your improvised poem on the theme of ink. And here you go.
The ink is blue. It's of indigo. The ink flows and flows. The ink is... the ink is spilling, and it's filling the page with words. Words that fill my soul, that spilled from the ink, the ink, the ink, the ink that wrote the words from my soul.
Okay, and thank you very much there, Antoinette. Thank you very much. So, Jen, you now have a little bit longer on the theme of ink. So, this time, I think, Adam, you will, wait, did you, wait.
I did the improv.
No,
the improvised one last time.
Okay, so sorry, Jared, you will do the improv, and then I will have a little bit longer to think, and then Adam, you will be in the Jen position, as we like to call it now, where you will have to come up with two based on the same theme. So,
Cool.
Jared, let's find the word for you, and the word you have got is going to be... one second. You have got the word... Oh, actually, sorry, because I'm in it, can I ask someone else? Can I ask someone else to give us a word, because I'm in it? Jared's in it
Charade.
too. Sorry, what's the word?
Charade. C-H-A-R-A-D. Charade.
Oh, charade.
Charade.
Okay. And, Jared, over to you.
I wear a smile on my face, but it's just a charade. I try to be happy, but just life is so hard. Everyone thinks that I'm smiley and joyful, but the things in my life give me nothing but feelings of woeful. The act, I cannot keep it up much longer, for within myself, I cannot be stronger. But I will keep up the charade, for it is what I must do. Keep my life going on, because I love you.
Oh, wow. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so, Adam, for you, let's grab a word. And the word we have got... Ooh, is bottle. Bottle is your word. And...
Bottle.
Yes, bottle. And let's
So
spotlight
I've
you.
got minutes.
Oh, no, you do an improvised one, and then you'll have a few minutes, or as long as you've got, until you'll then have to do a second interpretation. So the first one is improvised, and then the next one will be not. So, not so much anyway.
Sweet.
So, Adam, over to you. Bottle.
A bottle falls into the ocean and swims off across the world. In it is a piece of paper, twirled around like a tree. It reaches an island where a small man stands on the beach. He picks up the bottle, opens up the letter. The 3 words inside, he cannot believe what they say. For he's waited for those 3 words his whole entire life. And when the bottle lands, it gives him his hope, the thing he's always wanted to know.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much there, Adam. So, Adam, you'll have a second stab at a bottle to come up. Now you have a little bit of time to come up with something based around bottle. But, okay, let's work out. I've forgotten my pairings already. So, going first was Sujith, and then we'll have Steve this time. What was the theme, Sujith and Steve?
Improv.
Improv! Okay, how could I forget? So, here you go.
Words unscripted, actions unplanned, suggestions from the audience. Will they offer Hawaii as the location? Will they offer proctologist as the vocation? Short form, long form, you know the type. Edit the stage with a swipe. Get out of your head. Without improv, we'd all be dead. Improv, yes, and whatever you improvise, make it extreme.
Woo! Oh, amazing. Thank you very much there, Steve. Love it. Okay, so I don't know who we have next. Jen, and your theme was?
Oh, ink.
Ink. So we have
Not me.
ink, and here you go.
Ink on skin. Needle pushes in. Permanent reminder for when she can't find her. She's within, under the skin. Where does she begin? Symbol is marked. Pain subsides. Representing something she tries to hide. Mark of another. She chose each line. Inked. Inked by design.
Okay, thank you very much there, Jen. So, next up, I believe we come to me, and my theme was charades. And let's bring me up onto the spotlight. And here I go. When I was young, I liked to play. I'd like to play and play all day. I'd do it, and there was a game which I found hard. I've got to be honest, I sucked at charades. I felt so bad. I felt such a zero. People would laugh at me and made me feel a weirdo. I said, come on, guys, how about Scrabble? We could give that a go, or at least a dabble. Or, I don't know, something else that we could do. What about that game, Buckaroo? But no, they wanted to play charades. Even though I found it really hard, it was what was on the cards. So, it was just a child's game. Can you guess what I'm doing? Just say the name. But they never did. And I felt really bad. But I looked across and I saw my dad. And he was like, go on, son. It doesn't matter about winning as long as it's fun. And there you go.
Hey.
So, next up, we will come to Adam. And so, Adam, you are back to the bottle.
Yes.
And here you
Oh.
go.
Bottle a letter, bottle your feelings. Bottle in the ocean that has so little meaning. Drifting apart, drifting away. Drifting smart, drifting in May. End up on a beach. And that's as far as I got.
Oh, cliffhanger on the beach, no doubt.
Cliffhanger.
Okay, so
Thank you.
well done, guys. Well done. Do you know what? Time is rapidly getting away. Time is rapidly getting away. But we started a couple of minutes late, so if everyone's okay to stay an extra couple of minutes, because obviously there is another show coming up. But what we're going to do now is we're going to do a group game. So I believe everyone except for me, in fact, because I suck, should have a number. I'll just give myself the number 1. So we are going to do a group poem. And the way it works is I will start off with a single line. And then it will go to number 2, who is Jared. And you will have to do a line which rhymes with my line. But then you do a second line which sets up the next player's line. See what we're going for here? So this is how we're doing. So just... everyone does 2 lines. The only exception to the rule is just because we'll go around in a circle. The only one that doesn't just start it off is the person in the number 1 position. And so for this, sorry, if I am in it, I have to choose my own one. I asked our audience for well-known characters, and let's see what we've got. And the character we've got is Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb, as given to us by Blondie Einstein on YouTube. So Tom Thumb. And the way it will work once again is I will do the first line. Jared will take lines 2 and 3. followed by Jen taking lines 3 and 4. So you do the rhyming line and the setup line, then the rhyming line and then the setup line is what we're going for here. And it's around the theme of Tom Thumb, if I can even say that. And ready, guys? Jen, just so you know, you are on mute. And here we go. I'll tell the tale of a boy.
A boy so small, he doesn't have much joy. Tiny he was, he got eaten by a cow.
Nobody noticed, no one knew how. But this is how he came to be so small.
He was little and he was not tall. He was all but the size of my right thumb.
No one thought he was smart. He was dumb. The boy ate a pie.
This pie he ate, it ended up not being so great. Accidentally, he inserted his thumb
in a pie that made him feel very dumb. Then he lost his thumb.
But he didn't realise he sat, oh, my bum! And then he met Thumbelina.
Oh, we're still going.
Whose nimble abilities made her seem like a ballerina. She had such skill in the abilities of dance.
She would spin around and dance and prance. Thumbelina was full of amazing beauty.
Looking at Tom Thumb, she felt she had to do her duty. But she was a woman of endless beauty.
Being away from Thumbelina was cruelty. Tom Thumb wanted a friend.
The friend that Tom wanted was Princess Thumbelina. She was so beautiful, and she had to sing a
Song that was so beautiful, it would make her Bumbelina, her words all over the place.
And then they lived happily ever after, and look at their face. And well done there, guys. Well done, well done, well done.
Oh, God.
Do you know what, guys? Like, we're
wonderful.
fast running out of time. But what I will say, just to end on, did someone have a piece that they'd actually like to share that they've written?
I have one I found on my phone.
I feel like I need to redeem myself, but
Don't worry, don't worry. So, Steve, I did say we'd get a chance. So if you could end, we'll do the wrap up after this, but let's hear something that you've got for us.
Sure. It's dark and it's short, but here it goes. A terrible wreck of a dream. Cars crash and careen, airbags and safety belts, bruises and welts. Asleep at the wheel or just asleep for real. I want to do heroin. I've never done heroin. I don't want to do heroin. Times are fast. Days are slow. These words escape me. Lucid or pained. The path not taken leads us away. The journey is just the beginning.
Okay, very nice, Steve. Very, very nice. Do you know what? And do you know what, Steve? What I'll say is that was very good. It also wasn't that long. So what I will say is, let's do one final group game then. Same format as before, but let's have
But
Jared,
better.
if you can start us off. And
Okay.
that way it doesn't just go the exact same thing again. Let's see what we've got. One more character. We'll do it based around a character. And I don't think everyone will know who Captain Birdseye is, but I like that was the suggestion. Let's see.
no, I
we've-
don't.
With that, man.
Yeah, no, okay, so we've got the character here of Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist, who I think most of us will know. Do we know?
Yeah,
Everybody.
vaguely familiar. I
It's
haven't
okay.
seen it in years, but
Okay, well we'll choose another one then. Right, Superman. We have Superman. Do we all know? Do we know who Superman is? If we don't know, we'll make it up.
yep.
Okay, so Jared, start us off with one line, leading to Jen with two. Same format as before, just something to end on. We'll do a couple of revolutions, and then Jared, once we get to you, to wrap it up at the end of the second whole thing. Yeah. Okay, so Jared, start us off.
Look over there, up in the sky.
It's a man, and it appears that he can fly. He's dressed in blue tights and a vest of red.
But all this flying is getting to his head. Did he drink a lot of med?
Yes, he did. And then he said, I'm going to go to bed.
Jump back
And
to
went
Steve.
to...
Yeah.
He went. Because his energy was well spent.
Steve.
With kryptonite, he is Dent. He'll fight through the pain.
Meanwhile, in the main part of the town, Lex Luthor was making a horrible racket of evil.
Otis, you fool! Come here, Vol! And so, with the kryptonite in hand,
I shall overthrow Superman and rule all the land. But first, I must bake a cake.
I'll need some eggs and flour so I can make a beautiful cake for my girl, Lois Lane.
In my heart, I feel a lot of pain. This is why it begins to rain.
Am I going crazy or am I insane? I'm stuck in this world. I want to leave.
In this world, I must remain, and in my brain, it remains a stain. Even though I realize this is so, it is something I wish I didn't know.
But sadly, I do know, and know it so well. But unfortunately, I need to go back to Krypton and watch myself on the cinema, played by so many people.
and the ones who don't like this Snyder cut, well, yes, they're the sheeple. But when I see General Zod,
At least he looks good now, like holy God.
and I think that takes us to the end. Well done, well done, well done. Oh dear, that was a journey. So, well done, everyone. So,
I like...
sorry, go on, Antoinette.
Oh, I just said that was fun. I like that.
Good, good, good. So, guys,
I finally woke up.
that
Good
brings
morning,
us
welcome.
towards the end of the show. We will do more Wham Bam Poetry Slams in the future. Now, the one thing I will say is normally on extreme improv shows, I have a mechanic just so that we can find out who our winner of the show is, or poet of the week is what I intended here. We can very quickly do it, but what I will say is what I experienced earlier today is that there was a problem with the comments coming through. So we will do it, and I'll give literally 2 minutes. So audience, please vote. Who would you say is our poet of the week? Who would you say is our poet of the week? Just whilst we wait for these votes to come through of who is our poet of the week, I will do what I can to check all of the different platforms. But let's find out where you can find our performers on social media. Starting with Steve. Where can the people find you?
I am the Frito everywhere. That's it.
Nice and simple. Okay, Jared, where can the people find you, please?
I've just started streaming on twitch.tv/SleppyGiuseppe. See me play games poorly and give horrible commentary. And also I'll be on Revenge of the Mafia after this.
Okay, yes, you will. Thank you very much. Sujith, where can the people find you?
Okay, you can find me on Instagram at the improvisers with the W, and that's about it.
Okay, thank you very much. Jen, where can the people find you?
Oh, I'm everywhere, but I play in a duo called Improvoki, which is a mashup of improv and karaoke. And you can find me here occasionally, especially since the school holidays are coming up, so I should be back on Xstream
Woo-woo!
very soon. Yay!
Awesome. Adam, where can the people find you?
So it's Adam Richard Hughes on Instagram, and it's Dissecting the Magic on Facebook, which is a Harry Potter podcast.
Okay, Antoinette, where can the people find you, please?
I do a weekly show with Chicago Improv Studio, and it's 7 Central Daylight Time in the U.S., so I know it's 6 hours earlier than you guys, so that's all I can say. Well, right now it might be 7 because your time zone is different. So...
Okay. So, oh my goodness. So sorry. I've just seen one of the comments come through. I don't even know who it is. MathsGirl5 on Twitch says, hey guys, I'm supposed to be performing with you and no one sent me the Zoom link.
Oh no.
Okay, I will send you, and so does Mr. Lag. I'm waiting too. I'm so sorry. I will literally sort this out. Unless you mean that you were on this show, then I'll get you on the next one. But if you're on Revenge of the Mafia, then I will send it to you immediately once I wrap this. So don't go anywhere. I have not forgotten you. Just, you might need to remind me what your names are if I haven't sent it. Because obviously I've sent out a lot of links today, and so I don't know who I've missed. So, with this, let's go... Oh, sorry, for me, my name is David Postansky. You find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, at David Postansky. Oh, my God. Right, guys, I've had tech issues. What can I say? Right.
It went so well.
It went so well until the end. And let's see. We've got votes for Jen. And we've got votes for David. You're a poet, and you know it. Jen, Adam, Jen, vote Jen. And we've got vote for Adam. And what else have we got coming through? Sujith, well done. Jared. So, all did fantastic, says Arjun. Thank you very much there. And let's see anything else coming through. We're going to count down from 5 seconds. I think, though, we have a definitive winner, which is Jen. Well done. Well done. You are Poet of the Week. So, well done there. And once again...
I voted for you.
Thank you.
No, you well deserved victory there. I will work out some graphics for a future edition, so you have something to share later. But thanks so much, guys. We will be back on this channel immediately after. Steve was great, says Blondie Einstein. A tad too late on the vote there, but do stick around, refresh the page, because we're going to have our long form improvised social deduction game in a moment. Revenge of the Mafia. But from me, from everyone else, stay safe, stay happy, and always stay extremed. Right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and we're off the...